Temi had never liked the idea of his father employing Funmi, let alone fostering her. He couldn't quite put his finger on why he felt this way, but he was adamant that she didn't belong in their family's hotel. His father, Mr. Adekunle, had questioned him on numerous occasions, asking for a valid reason for his disapproval, but Temi could never come up with a satisfactory response. Despite Temi's reservations, Funmi proved to be an invaluable asset to the hotel. She worked diligently, demonstrating a remarkable talent for organizing and analyzing data. Her skills were so impressive that Mr. Adekunle ultimately put her in charge of the hotel's finances, a decision that didn't sit well with Temi. Determined to prove to his father that Funmi wasn't as good as she seemed, Temi devised a plan. One day, he planted his expensive phone in Funmi's bag while she was away from her desk. When she returned, he caused a commotion in the hotel, saying that his phone was stolen. Mr. Adekunle was alerted to the situation and reluctantly gave the order for all the workers to be searched. The security guards diligently combed through every area of the hotel and thoroughly inspected the bags and belongings of all the workers, yet they failed to find the phone. It wasn't until they searched Funmi's bag that they discovered the phone. Everyone was in a state of shock when the missing phone was found in Funmi's bag, including Mr. Adekunle. He was deeply disappointed and too stunned to speak. Funmi desperately pleaded for her innocence. Despite her protests, Temi took advantage of the situation to terminate Funmi's employment. The whole ordeal left everyone reeling, and Mr. Adekunle was left grappling with the sudden unraveling of trust and loyalty within the team. As Funmi tearfully gathered her belongings, unsure of what her next move would be, the chief security took pity on her. He decided to investigate further by reviewing the hotel's secret CCTV system, known only to him and the owner, which is utilized exclusively for high-profile investigations. What he discovered was shocking. There was no evidence of Funmi entering Temi's office, but there was footage of Temi acting suspiciously near her desk. In addition, the security guard made further discoveries that left him astonished. It became clear to him that he needed to share this information with Mr. Adekunle. As the CCTV footage flashed on the screen, Mr. Adekunle's eyes narrowed in disbelief. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. His own son planted his own phone inside Funmi's bag and was also caught red-handed stealing from the hotel's cash register. Shocked and disappointed, he immediately called his son into his office. Temi entered the office, his usual confident demeanor shaking as he saw the furious expression on his father's face. "What is the meaning of this, Temi?" Mr. Adekunle demanded, pointing at the incriminating footage. "Have you lost your mind?" Temi's shoulders slumped as he confessed to his father about his financial troubles and how he had resorted to stealing from the hotel to dig himself out of debt. "Why didn't you inform me about the debt? Is there anything you're keeping from me?" his father questioned. No, father. I felt I couldn't burden you with my problems," Temi replied. "Tell me the truth," Temi's father demanded. Temi then opened up to his father, admitting that he had been participating in high-stake bets with his friends over football games, succumbing to peer pressure and making a regrettable mistake in wagering a substantial amount of money. He had been trying to pay off the debt without revealing his foolish decision to his father. Mr. Adekunle's disappointment was palpable as he listened to his son's confession. "I raised you better than this, Temi. What you did is unforgivable," he said with a heavy heart. After a moment of silence, Mr. Adekunle finally spoke. "You will have to apologize to Funmi, your subordinate, for what you've done, and you will do it following my rules." Temi looked puzzled as his father continued. "You will need to purchase a gift for her, accompany her on shopping trips, and treat her to lunch and dinner for 3 months until she begins to smile and feel at ease in your company. These are the consequences of your actions." Temi's eyes widened in disbelief. Those rules seemed absurd to him. "But father, I can't possibly do all that." He started to protest, but Mr. Adekunle cut him off. "If you want to continue working here, you will do as I say." Temi's father, a strict and stoic man, looked at his son with a determined gaze. "As for the debt, I will help you sort it out once you have apologized to Funmi following my rules," he stated firmly. Temi felt the weight of his father's words as he stood before him. He knew that there was no room for negotiation, no way to dodge the responsibility that had been placed upon him. He had always been expected to adhere to his father's rules and expectations, and this was no different. He took a deep breath and nodded silently, steeling himself for the uncomfortable conversation that lay ahead. His father's rules were clear. The apology had to be sincere, with no excuses or defensiveness. It was a humbling experience, but it was one that Temi knew he had to face head-on. To be continued. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and like this video. See you in my next video. Have a good one.